New stock predictions: buy or hold or even sell? Well, that's what we are going to talk about in this video. So stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel once again. And for those who don't know my name, I'm Abhishek. Well, I thought that the name of the channel itself says it, but then some viewers asked me my name. So I thought that I will try to remember to mention my name every time in the video from now on, but I will try. So anyways guys, we are going to talk about NIO today, of course. But before we jump onto the main content, I just want to clarify one thing, guys, that the majority of the video I shot on Thursday. So the stock charts which you will see further in this video are from the Thursday, but the stock predictions are in a journalized form regarding NIO. So there is no problem whether we take Thursday or we take Friday for the stock predictions, because I also mentioned, and you will see this further in this video, that the stock price was at such a level that even a small stimulus, negative stimulus, would have hurt the stock price quite a lot. And this is what happened on Friday. So what exactly happened?
Well, a short seller, and I would like to emphasize on this term short seller because this is really important to know, as this is their job to give out such reports and bring down the price target of a particular stock. But anyways, so a short seller from Citron Research tweeted that it is time to move on from NIO and set up a new price target of just $25. And the same company released a report on NIO which is all about how Tesla's pricing on their rival vehicles is cheaper, and Tesla being a huge competition for NIO, plus this cheaper price range for Tesla Model Y could actually potentially hurt NIO's sales. Now guys, I'm not denying the fact that Tesla is amazing. I myself is a big fan of Tesla, but this report is somehow not appropriate, as like you will see further in this video as well, that NIO is not sitting still. NIO as well have already planned and have already released a set of strategies to reduce the upfront cost for their vehicles. I'm also not saying that the NIO stock price won't come down. The cooling period will eventually come. But guys, NIO staying just at $25 after such a phenomenal record-breaking performance is also not justified according to me.
But on the other hand, guys, this is a long-term game.
Like for example, on the contrary of what we just saw, so as you can see here, 17 analysts have predicted NIO to be at $310 with a median of $155. And this is what I'm talking about, guys, that NIO is a long-term game, guys. And with the special government support from the China, it is just going to experience an upward trend in its revenue and sales.
Now guys, I'm not saying that the thesis or fundamentals regarding any company cannot change. It can change. And also we should not just put a blindfold after one investment and just not be aware about the stock market. We should definitely be aware about the stock market and the conditions and how the stock is performing when we are invested in a particular business. And that's what I'm here for, to update you guys. So yeah, I'm not saying that we should not care about the stock. I'm just saying that we should not be worried about such fluctuations, because when you're putting your money in a long-term hold, you have studied the fundamentals, and especially in this case when the performance of the company is quite good, well, I'm not so worried about such reports. But guys, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not a financial advice to anyone out there. This is just my opinion about NIO and why I am not worried about such reports. So anyways, before we jump onto the main content, I would just like to remind you guys that please smash every button out there below this video, except the dislike button, of course, because it really helps the channel and it motivates me to bring out such content to help you guys out. So now guys, without further ado, let's just jump right onto the video.
So to start with, guys, let's first have a quick look at the NIO stock performance through this chart. And as we see here, that this is a phenomenal run, no doubt, but at the same time, this is not normal, guys. This is crazy. It has reached today, at the time of making this video, $48. It has crossed all the price predictions from the biggest institutional firms. I mean, look at this. What Tesla took years to achieve, NIO has shown a similar performance in just few months. Now, I'm not saying that they are performing, underperforming, or something like that. No, no doubt about that. Yes, their performance is exceptional, which we will see in a couple of moments as well. But all I'm saying, guys, that I honestly don't think that even this performance can be justified by this price movement and this price target so fast. I mean, now for longer run, I definitely see NIO to reach $100 or even $200. But now I'm a bit scared to see this kind of move, because there is literally no resistance. As you can see here, no resistance. It has crossed all breaking points. So, and yes, this inverted U shows a bullish pattern. That means we might see such moves in the coming days also. But honestly, guys, this actually scares me because such huge moves are also a sign of big institutional firms opening up heavy positions and manipulating the market. And this is also a sign of worry for us retail investors, as they're hyping up the stock price and giving us more price predictions to actually make a bull trap. Sometimes this can happen that it's a bull trap, and even a small negative stimulus can actually take down the stock price in the same exponential way towards its median average of $25 also, or it can reach to this similar position of $40, which is not that bad. But I'm worried about these positions right here, which is nearly $28 or $25. So yeah, I mean, okay, I'm happy to see such performance being an investor in NIO, but at the same time, like I said, guys, it's a bit scary as well. And there are a few reasons behind this exceptional run from NIO which I could think of. And the first reason being is their upcoming earnings report. And I'm pretty sure, and even the volume shows that how the investors are quite optimistic about these earnings report. And that's why we are seeing such a great run from NIO. The second reason could be with the new presidency, there might be a good outcome for the US and China relations, and this could be actually quite good for the Chinese market as well. And the third reason, what I can think of, which might be affecting the whole Chinese EV market, is the earnings report from Xpeng, which came out today. They literally outperformed in the last quarter and quadrupled their revenue. And that's why the retail investors are also too much optimistic about the earnings of NIO, as there are a lot of signs which we will be going through in a moment, which shows that they are literally gonna crush the earnings per share estimates by the analysts. As you can see, even Li Auto was up by 26%. So like I said, that the investors are quite optimistic about all these three companies, and this optimism is already getting baked into the stock price, and this is what I'm worried about. So guys, like we have seen in the beginning of this video, how exceptionally NIO stock has performed, and seeing this performance, there had been many changes in the price targets from many analysts out there, from $35 to $40 and until $46, like JP Morgan, as you can see right here. And this has helped, yes, the investors to realize the potential of the stock, but also on the other hand, it has created this hype which I mentioned before. And guys, to be honest, these are some common practices which are performed by such big firms to manipulate the stock market by creating such bullish traps by increasing the price targets. And JP Morgan has a past of performing such practices. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad practice, okay? Everybody has to earn their money, but it is just for your safety, guys. I just wanted to mention this because you have to be careful, because such firms are also making money when the price falls down. So we as retail investors will lose money, but on the other hand, such firms are earning money even on the way down. So please be careful. So what I want to say, that if some of you guys are looking at this stock for a short-term benefit and are already up by more than 20 to 30%, then I would say either sell this by the end of the week, because there might be a point that even before the earnings report come out, or after the earnings report comes out, there might be a saturation level already reached until the earnings date, and you might experience then a market correction. That means the stock price will eventually fall back to a point where it seems logical to be at. But on the other hand, for long-term investors like me, NIO is now being considered as a long-term winner in the EV sector, especially because of its new business strategies that NIO is implementing. For example, NIO recently introduced a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack as an upgrade option for its customers, which will enable the users to buy NIO without a battery pack. And this gives quite a substantial discount upfront of approximately 10,000 US dollars to its new users. And guys, this is quite an amazing strategy according to me, because this shows NIO's regular upgrades in their market and business ideas and strategy Despite of its amazing performance, which we will get into in the next few minutes, this shows that NIO is not sitting still. It is heavily working on developing new business strategies to dominate the Chinese market at least, and EV market, I mean. And implementing this strategy is not a loss for NIO because this money will be given back by the users, of course, with a subscription type of package. And NIO has already made this deal even better by deploying 143 battery swap stations. Now coming on to the big earnings day. But before that, let's have a quick look at the NIO's past financial performances. So first of all, NIO has quite a good position in cash. So in order to implement all those business ideas, NIO doesn't have to worry about that. But since we are talking about the past, NIO was in a bad position in the last years. As you can see right here that NIO reported an operating loss of $406 million for the fourth quarter of 2019. But an improvement from $509.5 million loss in the year ago same period. So despite of the global situation, they actually improved, and the deliveries increased by 3.1% to 8,224 vehicles in the year 2019. And they of course missed the earnings per share estimation in the quarter 4 2019. But this time I'm not worried about the earnings per share estimation target set by the analysts, because NIO actually hit record sales as they sold 4,708 vehicles just in the month of September and 12,206 vehicles in the third quarter, which is an increase of 33% in the number of sold vehicles compared to the whole year of 2019. And September? Forget September, guys. In October, they sold 5,000 vehicles, and NIO delivered 31,430 vehicles in 2020 until quarter third. So, cumulative deliveries of ES8, ES6, and EC6 until October 31st reached 63,000. And that's why I'm really optimistic about NIO. But in long term, of course, because the chart, what you see right here, guys, monthly deliveries and annual deliveries, this is gonna change, but in an exponential way, because many analysts out there, including JP Morgan, thinks that it could dominate upward of 30% of the premium electric vehicle market, reaching to deliver 334,000 units by 2025. And if you guys remember, in the beginning of this video, I mentioned to hold NIO stock for a span of 5 years until 2025, and this is the reason why I said that. So now let's talk shortly about the NIO stock behavior and what we could do. So if you see this pattern right here, you see these triangles. So this is a triangle which is forming right now, and that means to complete this triangle, it will have to eventually fall down, and it might reach up to an average median of $45. So I'm making this video on Thursday, so I don't know how the stock will behave tomorrow. I hope it rises, and I don't know what might happen, but guys, just to tell you and just to warn you, people who are looking into exit the market by taking out some profits, well, this could be your chance. So please be careful, please plan your strategies accordingly, and please always consider, like I always say, please consider your margin of error. But guys, also on the other hand, NIO in the past had a tendency to follow the earnings report. So that means if it meets the analyst expectations, then the price usually rises. Okay, it rises with a small delay of 1 or 2 days, but it eventually rises. And if it doesn't meet the analyst expectations, then the price falls. So NIO has this tendency to follow the earnings report, and now I strongly think that this time NIO will surpass or at least meet the analyst expectation of 17 cents loss per share, and if it does that, then it will spike. Now guys, now this also has two cases. So it might happen that NIO is already experiencing this spike, which it should have experienced after the earnings report, if the earnings report is positive, or we might experience the same pattern and the spike in the stock price like Xpeng after its earnings report came out, which was damn positive. So guys, case one, let's say if the earnings report is quite positive, which I also strongly think that the earnings report will be positive, then in that case the stock price will rise on the same day. And I'm concluding this because after looking at Xbank's pattern, how the stock price rose on the same day after the report was out, so I'm assuming the same case will happen with NIO as well. Though last time it took 1 or 2 days to just rise after the earnings report was out, and it was quite positive. So it took a day or two to fuel up. But in this case, I strongly think, looking at the volume, I strongly think that it will rise on the same day. And let's say the other case, the worst case scenario, just in case, and which is a really small chance, but we have to consider that case as well, that if they don't meet the analyst EPS target, then of course we will experience a heavy fall. So anyways guys, the bottom line is that for those who took or entered NIO for short-term gains and wanted to exit by taking out their profits depending upon the stock price they entered at, well then this is your time guys. Observe on Friday and on Monday, and then plan your profit margin and exit. And for those like me who are planning to hold it for a longer period of time, should not worry about these 1 or 2 days. Just concentrate on the earnings report and see the performance and forget the stock price, as I'm sure that in 2021 they are going to perform as good as they have performed this year with their great business strategies and ideas for bigger sales.
So that's it guys, that's all for today. I hope that you really like this video, and let's see what happens next week. Hope for the best. So I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.